took a good crap today, just like Waka Flocka, Flame did. Waka Flocka. He took a good crap on our president-elect shirt. Our white president. Now, if it'd be another black man, you think that Trump has done anything to this man? Trump will probably do more for this black nigger than Obama's ever done for the proud black community. In my opinion, of course. Think about it. We're talking about Waka Flocka, that greasy black nigger son of a bitch. Not a proud white person, not a proud black person, and definitely not a proud white person. But it says you should not flaunt your support for Donald Trump at a Waka Flocka show. Why not? That's anybody's right. I tell you what, you black bastard, let me wear a Trump shirt, then you grab it off me. You'll be the deadest son of a bitch walking around.
Those are the words of Bob Romanik, who is a DJ over in St. Louis called the Grim Reaper of radio. And it is broadcasted, his show is broadcasted daily at 10 a.m. on KQQZ 1190 AM. Now, let me just go ahead and tell you why all of this has come into play, why this DJ is doing, why, he's all on the radio calling Waka Flocka a nigga, other than him really wanting to be able to use the word publicly without consequences and repercussions. Now, a few weeks ago at one of Waka Flocka's concerts, he had a concert goer that was wearing a Donald Trump t-shirt. I guess this concert goer was in support of Donald Trump. Waka Flocka asked him to take off the t-shirt. The guy took off the t-shirt, gave it to Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka then commences to pull his pants down and wipe his ass with the man's t-shirt. It was absolutely disgusting for Waka Flocka to do. I am so sick of seeing, there is no other word for it, folks. I'm so sick of seeing my black men, who are supposed to be my kings, displaying thugged out behavior. I am so sick of seeing it. But this is why this man has gone onto the radio. And this is why he's been using, calling Waka Flocka a nigga and this and that, black greasy nigga and this and that. So now that you understand the backstory as to why this man is doing what he's doing, it still does not set right with me what this man is doing. Now, this took place, I want to say, the end of last week. I'm just now bringing it to you because I wanted to see what was going to transpire afterwards. If he was going to be fined, if the radio station was going to let him go. I wanted to see if there was going to be any consequences and repercussions as to what he said on the radio. Well, as of today, he has suffered no consequences and no repercussions. I will put a link down in the description box to an article that I read from the Riverfront Times. I'll put a link in the description box. You can read about it. I'm not really going to go into detail about it, but they reported after he did this, he followed up with another show just to taunt listeners who are, was criticizing him over the use of the word and blah, blah, blah. So he followed up with another show using the word nigger all throughout the show just to taunt, his listeners. Waka Flocka has responded, and what Waka Flocka said was basically that he was disappointed that this man is still on the radio and that he would love to meet with this radio DJ face to face. And the radio DJ basically said, bring it. So, he's one of those racists that will basically stand in it because he feels so slighted that black people can use the word nigga and white people can't use the word nigger. He goes on to say just because he uses the word, that doesn't make him racist. He is not a racist. I'm here to tell you that any white person who uses the word nigger in a denigrating way, in any way that he used the word, you are a racist. I'm sorry. And unfortunately, well, I don't even want to say unfortunately. The bottom line is you can't use the word. As a white person, you cannot use the word nigger. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that it's okay that black people uses the word nigger. I'm one that believes nobody should use the word nigger. I believe that because black folks use the word nigger, you get these racists who come out of the woodwork who also feel that they should be able to use the word. Well, if they use the word, then why can't we use the word? The bottom line is, white folks, you cannot use the word, because if you use the word, you are not using it in a loving way. You are not using it as in the way that these black folks say that they're using it, as a term of endearment and all of that. I don't believe in any of that, but I understand where my black folks is coming from. You white folks, when you use the word, you're not using it in that way. You're using it to demean and denigrate a race of people. That's the way you're using a word. And that's the way he's using a word. When he talked about Waka Flocka, he wasn't using it as a term of endearment. So I'm sorry. Because of the way that you use the word, it makes you a racist. So yes, Bob Romanik, you are a racist. So I will put a link to the tweet where you can hear where I got the actual audio recording of this man saying this word on the radio. I'll put a link to that down in the description box. I don't know if he and Waka Flocka are going to meet up. I did see a follow-up report from TMZ that this racist ass DJ said he would take back the word if Waka Flocka would change the lyrics in his music. What kind of bullshit is that? Waka Flocka can use whatever kind of lyrics in his music that he chooses to do. And it's all falls under the same First Amendment right, your right to freedom of speech, that you're claiming that you can use the word nigger. And you know what? He absolutely is right. This racist is absolutely right. All of this falls under the freedom of speech. And he has the freedom to call black people niggers. He has the freedom to use the word every single day on his radio show, should he choose to. But as I've said in plenty of videos in the past, you have the freedom to use the word. You have the freedom to do that. But don't cry and don't get upset when there's consequences and repercussions to what you're saying. There's always consequences and repercussions. Just like some people may agree with what I bring to my channel and what I say in my videos, some people may agree with it. And then I have some people who do not agree with it. And they come for me, they want to slice off my head, they call me all kind of names. That's fine. I chose to come in and speak what was on my mind. I had to realize that there may be some consequences and repercussions. Not everybody is going to agree with what I'm saying. So we do have to recognize that. That's why I wish no one would use the word. Anywho, as of today, he has suffered no consequences and repercussions. This DJ has not been fined. He has not, the advertisers of his show, as far as I know, they haven't, been boycotted or things like that. I know they talked about doing that in this article. I don't know if it has taken place. I don't know if any protest has taken place over this radio host is over in St. Louis. And I know I've got some St. Louis peeps that watch my videos. Let me know, because this story is not being told across national news media. I'm only finding out about this story through local news stations and local news blogs and things like that. So if you're over in St. Louis, let me know what the update is with this with this DJ host. Let me know if there's been any consequences and repercussions to what he's doing. Anywho, it just floors me how white folks want to be able to use the word freely and don't want to be viewed as racist. That just floors me. You are a racist if you use the word, in my opinion, because you're not using it as a term of endearment. You're using it in a derogatory, demeaning, denigrating way. All right, y'all, this is the latest news on racists out there in these streets. Let me know your thoughts. Again, the link to the article will be in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.